Most, I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. Also, the true Holy Messiah, the King of Kings, royalty himself, Yahweh Shah, Mashiach. Also, the final Father, the true Father, One West. The name of this lesson is going to be America will be judged for slavery. Yes, that's right. America will be judged for slavery. And not just America, all these countries that benefited from slavery will be judged for slavery. The simple fact that that America and all these other countries built a world economy back off the back of slavery, and they go home to their wives and their children like nothing happened. And meanwhile, we are the burden holders of this country, and still the burden holders of this country to this day. We still not free, because even if you work a 9-to-5 job or a high corporate job, or even if you win the lottery, that's still that money that they owe you. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 4. Yea, what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? Them are African nations. And Africans, you be like, well, we call African Americans. We are not Africans. We are from the tribe of Judah and Benjamin and Levi. And if you're from the northern kingdom, you consist of the northern kingdom, which is Manasseh, which is the Latinos and Hispanics, what is Manasseh and Zebulun, Naphtali, and I'm leaving out a couple, but we consist of 12 tribes. Israel consists of James 1:1 to the 12 tribes that scattered abroad. And these descendants, through biblical prophecy, are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And so we are different from them. And all the coasts, let me start from the top. Yea, what ye have to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? Meaning, will you repay the Most High because they were jealous because the Most High didn't choose them to be his holy people? Will ye render me a recompense? If ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head. So that's why you see the speeding of time. That's why you read the book of Ezra. It says, praise that the days be shortened, and the days are being shortened. And the point I want to get to, all these nations benefited from the slave trade. The world economy, the world commerce as we know it, was founded and funded by the way of the slave trade. Your life insurance policy, for example, was funded by the slave trade. MetLife was one of those major, it came out a couple years ago, they were one of the major funders and investors in the slave trade. All these different banks, Chase, JP Morgan, they were responsible, had their hands on the slave trade. So the whole world economy was built off the way of the slave trade. Salakia. All these different inventions that we invented, we get none of the credit for. That's what it means. It says in Joel chapter 22, verse 13, it says, woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's servant without wages, and giveth him not for his work. Meaning they did not give us a dime. And even if you go to work tomorrow and you make a lot of money, you hit the lottery or any way of finances you might get from employment, it's only money that they already owe you from the way of the slave trade. And even all the inventions that we created, like I just mentioned earlier, so there's got to be a recompense, what we just read in Joel. I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to the Most High Yahweh, also true Black Messiah, the King of Kings, royalty himself, Yahweh Shah, Mashiach, also the final Father, true Father, One West. So they will definitely get judged for all the wrong they have done and still doing. Shalom, Israel.